Hi, I'm Casper, a software engineer at DeltaLogic, the team behind DataDoe. In this tutorial, we're going to build a fully autonomous AI agent inside Claude that pulls your live Amazon data and generates weekly sales briefing entirely on its own. By the end of this tutorial, you will completely bypass the complicated process of getting access to the Amazon SP API, and you will never have to manually copy-paste another data prompt again. We're going to use DataDoe to connect your live Amazon data instantly through the DataDoe MCP. Then we will use Claude's native scheduled tasks to put your business reporting on autopilot. Let's jump into the agenda and see exactly how we are going to build this. Hey, before we jump into the Claude desktop to design our prompts and build these automations, let's look at exactly what we are building today. We're going to progress through three distinct levels of AI automation. First, step 1, chatting with live data. We'll connect the DataDoe MCP to Claude Workspace and show the plain prompts that any Amazon seller would want to ask. Next, step 2, the super skill upgrade. We'll take those manual prompts and turn them into a reusable tool you can trigger anytime. Then, step 3, we're going full autopilot. We'll make Claude run itself using native scheduled tasks so your reports generate completely hands-off. Finally, step 4, the reality check. We'll cover exactly where this fits into your business operations and when you should leverage this setup to scale your workflows. So let's dive in and turn your Claude workspace into an automated data analyst. Before we run our first prompt, a quick reminder on how to get your data flowing. Head over to datadoe.com and go to Integrations module, then click MCP tile, click MCP key to generate, set key name, set expiration, and then click Create MCP key. Then copy DataDoe MCP server URL, and then open your Claude desktop app. Go to Customize section, then Connectors, and then click plus icon, then Add Custom Connector, Setup Name, paste MCP server URL that we've copied before, and then click Add. Then we need to set up permissions for DataDoe MCP. So I will click Always Allow and save your changes. And now you are instantly connected to your live Amazon data. So no off, no waiting. If you don't have a DataDoe account yet, grab the 7-day free trial at datadoe.com. It takes 2 minutes to set up. We've set up connection with DataDoe MCP, so let's start with what most people do, manual prompting. I'm going to ask Claude, show me top 10 SKUs by revenue this week. And here, as you can see, there is ready to consume data from Amazon. So let's dig deeper by asking, compare this week's revenue versus last week. Okay, so as you can see, there is a response with a simple visualization about changes between last week and current week with ranking of products and short summary provided by Sonnet. So now let's find the bleeders by pasting this prompt, which SKUs dropped most in revenue this week versus last week. Okay, and here is ready to use table with most dropped SKUs this week compared to the last week. And here, as you can see, this is wow moment. We are talking to live Amazon seller data using plain prompts. So no any SQL, no API endpoints to hit it manually. But here there is a trap. This is great, but running these same prompts every Monday morning is tedious. It's inefficient. So now let's fix it. We need to move from an ad hoc prompt to a reusable tool. To do this, we're going to create a skill. Now, in Anthropic's terminology, a skill isn't just a safe copy-paste template. It is a packaged, reusable capability. You're essentially pre-programming Claude with a specific role, strict instructions, and defined output format. It turns Claude from an open-ended chatbot into a specialized, repeatable function. In this case, our personal Amazon data analysts. If you want to dive deeper into how this works under the hood, I highly recommend checking out Anthropic's documentation in Claude API docs and also official course called Introductions to Agent Skills. We go to Customize module, then head to Skills tab and click Create Skill using Claude. This opens a specialized chat session tuned specifically for designing skill logic. Now we can design our setup. So let's send this intro message. And now, as you can see, Claude is using predefined skill creator skill. And now we need to pass some ideas for this skill. So I'm pasting ready to use prompt. So I'm developing a concept for a tool called Weekly Sales Briefing. As an Amazon seller, DataDoe UK brand, I need a solution that automatically retrieves weekly sales data from DataDoe and generates structured report consisting of following sections: KPI block, this week's revenue compared to versus last week and last month, top performance, underperformance, automated insights. And the goal of this tool is to address a universal Amazon pain point. The final prompt instruction must be self-contained and replicable, so it can be easily adapted by other sellers. Okay, and here there is a follow-up question. What time period defines this week? So let's use the first option. Next, where should the final report be delivered? So we will use show in Claude chat. Should the skill be designed for DataDoe UK specifically or written generically so any Amazon seller can adapt it? So we will use generic template. And next one, what DataDoe data source should be the skill pulled from? Let's use sales and traffic. For the automated insight section, what tone should be observation have? Let's use analytical and neutral. Should the skill include a trigger phrase or should it run whenever someone asks for a weekly sales briefing in natural language? Let's use the first option. Okay, so as you can see on the right side, there is already description of this skill proposed by Claude. So let's dive into it. Here, as you can see, there are some steps for LLM model, how to process this skill. There are expected sections in the result response and also some automated insights and expected format and render the briefing. So let's save it. Okay, perfect. So let's check if skill was saved properly. So let's go to Customize, Skills. And here, as you can see, there is our skill that we've created before. Okay, so one more thing, guys, I've decided to change expected format for the response. by using this prompt. I've put it in the requirements, and here there is render a polished self-contained HTML card requirements, and I've attached some colors, format for KPI blocks, top 5 SKUs by revenue, biggest drops versus last week, insights, header, etc. And here there is short summary provided by agent what he has changed in our skill MD, and here are the result skill.md file, where there is a format and render briefing. So this is a render a polished self-contained HTML card with proper UI requirements. So now it's time to test our skill in plain new conversation. There are two ways to do this. First of all, you can type / and hit weekly sales briefing. And here, as you can see, there is a predefined command in text input area in Claude chat, or you can start as normal ordinary conversation just by typing a simple prompt like prepare short sales briefing and hit enter. And now, as you can see, Claude is looking for an appropriate skill in his inventory of skills. Now he's loading DataDoe MCP to use appropriate tools in our MCP. And now Claude is asking us about which seller should the briefing cover. So now we will choose Delta UK seller. So there was a quite long process to give us the response based on this skill, and look at what just happened under the hood. Claude didn't just write a text response. Following our strict skill instructions, it dynamically calculated the exact rolling 7-day windows for this week, last week, and last month. It then autonomously triggered the data exports via the DataDoe MCP, crunched the raw sales and traffic data to calculate our precise week-over-week metrics, and generated purely data-driven insights, no any fluff. Finally, it rendered this complete self-contained HTML dashboard directly to our chat. So, as you can see, we just turned a scattered workflow into a single, repeatable tool that can be used in different contexts and for different sellers. Now, before you go off and spend hours engineering your own custom prompts, let me give you the ultimate shortcut. You don't actually need to build any of this from scratch. We maintain a continuously expanding open source GitHub repository that basically acts like a plug-and-play cheat code for your Amazon data. Right now, we've published the exact weekly sales briefing skill we use today alongside a really powerful Create Orders Manager app. These aren't just rigid scripts, they are highly adaptable templates. You just grab the code, tweak a few parameters like your specific seller name or custom time periods, and drop it right into Claude to perfectly adapt it to your own workspace. The link is right down in the description. Our weekly sales briefing skill ready to go, and the output is incredible. But right now, we still have to remember to open Claude and manually trigger it every single Monday. Let's remove ourselves from the loop entirely and automate this. This is where we go autonomous. According to the Claude Code documentation, which you can find at code.claude.com en scheduled tasks, a scheduled task allows Claude to autonomously execute a prompt or a skill at defined intervals. It's basically a native AI cron job. I go to the scheduled task UI in Claude Desktop, which you can find in Cowork module, and here there is a scheduled. And we will set the cadence in our new tasks weekly at 9 a.m. On Monday, and tell it to execute our weekly sales briefing skill, but not directly by using weekly sales briefing, but just typing the previous prompt, which is prepare weekly sales briefing for DataDoe UK seller. And I will call this scheduled task weekly scheduled task. And short summary, weekly sales briefing for DataDoe UK seller. And now I will click save. And here, as you can see, our scheduled task was scheduled on every Monday at 9 a.m. So next Monday at 9 a.m. this report will be waiting in your workspace while you're grabbing coffee. So we will waiting for the response, and we will come back when Claude execute for us this task. Back with you again after completing these scheduled tasks. All of the executed scheduled tasks you can find in co-work mode of Claude desktop app. And here there is a scheduled section, which is a drop-down list. And here there will be all executed scheduled tasks. So here, as you can see, there is weekly sales briefing scheduled task execution. And here there is a whole process conducted by our autonomous AI agent, which looks like a normal conversation. Here there is a summary of computed numbers, and also prepared for us artifact, which is a UI business dashboard. Let's click on it, and just take a look at actual output you can wake up to every Monday at 9 a.m. So without lifting a finger, you get a beautiful UI business dashboard to consume. Right at the top, your key metrics give you instant context. Your current week's total revenue placed right next to the precise week over week, and also month over month comparisons, complete with absolute currency deltas and percentage changes. And of course, below that, a secondary row breaks down your fundamental traffic and conversion health, tracking units sold, total orders, sessions, and conversion rate. But it doesn't stop at your high-level summaries. The report drills down into your top 5 SKUs, showing exactly which products are carrying your sales volume. It instantly pinpoints your bleeders in the biggest drop section, calculating the exact products responsible for any revenue gaps compared to the previous week, so you know exactly where to investigate. And finally, at the very bottom, it caps off the briefing with automated insights. Instead of forcing you to interpret the tables yourself, Claude synthesized the data to give you the why. It correlates your traffic trends with your conversion rates and highlights concentration risk among your top products in clear factual bullet points. This isn't a messy spreadsheet or a raw API payload you have to pass yourself. It's a polished, instantly actionable business briefing. This is the incredible power of combining Claude skills with Claude scheduled tasks with, of course, our DataDoe MCP. You're turning a simple chat interface into a fully automated, zero maintenance command center for your brand and for your store. Let's take a step back and look at what we just accomplished. In a matter of minutes, we completely bypassed the dreaded Amazon SP API waitlist. We connected live Amazon seller data directly to Claude, building a highly structured, repeatable skill and set it to run entirely on autopilot. If you're running an Amazon brand or managing multiple e-commerce accounts, this is an absolute game changer. You are no longer waiting on developers to build expensive internal dashboards, and you aren't spending your own time every Monday morning manually exporting spreadsheets just to know where your business stands. You just turn a simple chat interface into a fully autonomous data analyst that works for you in the background. You get instant actionable insights delivered on your schedule, giving you back your time to actually focus on strategy and growing your revenue. If you want to use this exact weekly sales briefing yourself, we share this ready-to-use and easily adaptable skill template in our open source GitHub repository. The link is down in the description. Just copy it, paste into your own Claude workspace and run it. To get your live Amazon data flowing into Claude, you will need a DataDoe account. Head over to datadoe.com right now and start your 7-day free trial. Skip the SPAPI line, generate your MCP key, and start building your own autonomous AI agents today. If this video saved you a few weeks of SPAPI headaches, drop a like and make sure to subscribe for more tutorials on how to build faster and scale your Amazon business with AI. I'm Casper. Keep building, and I'll see you in the next one.